Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake and welcome back to part 2 of how to make a Discord bot from scratch. Now, for this video, I've put together a list of what's going to happen. So, we're going to clean up the code, we're going to make the help command much better, and we're going to add 2 new commands, an 8-ball command and the random cat image command which uses an API. And these will be in order as well. So first of all, let's clean up the code. So, what did I realize from after I posted the last video? Well, this console log statement for the bot ready is kind of stupid because I used the concatenate way of doing it by using plus, but here and in other commands, I just use $ open braces and then close braces. So let's just convert it to that format. So we're going to put a backtick and end it with a backtick. And we're going to get rid of that, going to get rid of that, and there we go. And then we can put that and then put it in a curly brace like that. Oops, not there. And there we go, just to match our format. And I also forgot a semicolon here, not a big deal, but just for consistency. And there we go. Very minor change we have to make, but it is what it is. And we'll just put a backspace here as well. And there we go. So now what we're going to add is we're going to make the help command a lot better because this is really ugly. And I'm going to use an embed because I think it looks very nice in an embed. So we can get rid of this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make the embed. So new discord.message embed like that. And we're going to put the title of it to bot commands. And then we're going to add a field. And we're just going to add the commands we have. So add field. And it's going to be backticks because we want to put a variable. We're going to put our prefix. And then we're going to put the command. So we have ping flip uptime. So ping first. And then that's going to be the title of the field. And then as our description, let's just put what the command does. So latency from the bot, we're going to do a backslash, and then an apostrophe because we already have the apostrophes and this will escape it. So from the bot's host to Discord's API. Now we also have 2 more commands, so let's add to this. And actually, I might just copy the code from above. And we're just going to edit it. So flip. And let's put the description to flips a virtual coin 50-50 chance. That's a good description. And we're going to do uptime. And shows how long the bot has been online for. And we're going to put a semicolon since it's the last line. And now we can send it. So let's send. And then make sure you do open curly brace, close curly brace, otherwise it won't work. And an embed. And there's our statement. So let's test the 2 things. Let's test if the console log works. And let's test our new help command. So there we go. And help. And look at that. That looks a lot better. This is the one from yesterday's video. And as you can see, much better like this. And our console log worked too, with our new code. So, 2 out of 4 are done, and now let's add an 8-ball command. So, we all know the 8-ball command, it's pretty much in every modern bot, and we're going to add our own version of it, and with the strings that it puts in the chat, you can change whatever you want the outputs to be, but I'll just supply some basic ones. Before we start, let's just add to our help command. Let's do 8-ball, and then for the description, we'll put displays a random answer to a question, and then semicolon, and we're gonna put question here because we want the user to know that you have to put a second or an argument because we don't just want them to do 8-ball because that's not how the command works. So now let's code the command. So just like all our other commands, we do case and open that. And now we're going to make an array with all the answers that we want. So var answers equals open array And let's just do yes, no, maybe, who knows. These are very random. I guess, yeah, you guys can just edit these because I'm not too good with coming up with stuff like this. Never, of course, what do you think? Those are all the generic ones. I'll leave it like that. And then to actually pick the index, we need to do a basic formula. And we're just going to use the formula as I. And we're going to math floor, so it's a whole number. And then we're going to make a random number. And we're going to times that by the length of this array. And now we're going to do some data validation before we send the command. So if args is 0, so this means not. So if there's no arguments, so the person didn't put a word after the command, then what we're going to do is message reply. So it's going to tag the user, and we're going to do backticks, and we're going to do wrong usage. And then we're going to do the correct usage is config.prefix and 8-ball question, and there we go. And then otherwise, if it is good, then all we're going to do is message channel send, and we're going to send or backticks as well, and we're going to do an 8-ball emoji like that, and says, and then we're going to put answers, which is the array that we have right here. So it's going to put that in chat, and it's going to use the index that we did for the formula here. So make sure you do these square brackets with the I, and then semicolon, and we're going to add break, and there we go. That's our very, very simple 8-ball command. So let's terminate this and then run it again. And there we go. So let's check our help command first. And there we go, we've got a new entry here. And let's just try to do 8-ball without an argument. Wrong usage. There we go. So that checks right. That checks all right. And let's just do 8-ball. Am I awesome? Says yes. Oh, well, that's very nice. 8-ball. Will you subscribe to my YouTube channel? Maybe. Oh, that's a good one. So there we go. There's a very, very simple 8-ball command. And like I said, customize it to whatever you want because these answers are pretty bland, pretty generic. But now we're going to add our final command, which is a random cat image. And this is going to use an API. So before we start, you need an API key. So to get that, go to thecatapi.com. I'm sure if you go to Google and type cat API, it will come up straight away. And then you click this button, sign up for free. You put your email and the description of why you want to do it. So just put like Discord bot. And then once you click sign up, it will send an email to you and it will have your API key included. Just copy that somewhere. Now that you have your API key, we're going to code the command. But before we do that, we actually need to import a library or a package. And this is going to make the request to the website. So we're going to use Axios. And we do it like that. And now I already have it installed, but what you guys need to do is type npm I Axios like that. But I already have it installed. So now that we've defined Axios, we can make the command. So case cat, and what we're going to do is we're going to use Axios that we just imported, and we're going to get the URL. So the URL for the API is as follows: https, and I'll put the link in the description. All you have to do is just copy it and edit the last part to the API key that they gave you. The catapi.com/v1 images search, and then the API key, which equals whatever you guys' API key. And I'm going to get my API key, so I'll be back and I'll cut the video when I'm done. Alright guys, so I'm back after I've registered for their website, and now we've made the GET request. So now we need to store it. So we're going to use .then and then function, and the variable here will be what the data stored as. So we'll just do res. Res just stands for response. And then we're going to put open curly brace and enter like that. And then so before we continue, we're going to use a Discord attachment. And the reason we're going to do that is to make our command a lot more clean, because otherwise it's just going to output a URL and it will embed it all good, but it won't be clean. So to do an attachment, which define a variable, which call it attachment generic, and we're going to use new discord.message attachment. And then the attachment for it will be res. So as you can see, res, which is what it got from the URL, and then dot data, and we're going to use 0 dot URL, which means the link of the image. And after that, all we have to do is just send the attachment. So message channel send attachment, and there you go. So we can break, and look at that. Look how easy that was. So let's give it a go now. There we go. Cat, and it might take a while. It's not the fastest command. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I thought the bot crashed. It was very slow. So there we go. Let's do cat again. This does take a while. And it also depends on your internet speed. Yeah, there you go. It's a very, very slow thing since it uses an API, but in fact, we're going to add one more thing so that person knows that the command's actually been executed. Because even me, I thought the command didn't even execute. So let's make it so the bot types. So let's do start typing, and then after it's sent the message, let's just do stop typing. There we go. And we'll let the user know that the bot's actually processing the request instead of just doing nothing. So now, yep, the bot's typing. It takes around 5 seconds, and then our cat image should show up. There it is. Hey guys, so I'm currently editing the video, and although we added our cat command, we forgot to add it to the help message. So let's just get rid of the semicolon, and let's copy this command, and let's edit it to what we need. So cat and post random cat image, and let's just put a semicolon because it's the last one, and there we go. Sorry for forgetting, I'm really not thinking straight today. So there we go. I really hope you guys enjoyed. That's that. And for our part 3, I'm going to add more event stuff. So I'm going to be doing when a user joins the server, when a user leaves, and it will log stuff. And I'll do a video on logging deleted messages, edited messages, and maybe some more moderation stuff next part. But these were just some more fun commands and code cleanup. And I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next part. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.